Hello, my beloveds. I have this practice of always using some smoke medicine before I record these moon messages and also move the deck. I take some time to sit with all my beautiful decks. I have so many incredible decks, and sit with them a moment and choose which one is calling to me. Today is the new moon in Aries and solar eclipse, and it's the 29th. For a second I was like, wait, is it the 29th or the 30th? March 29th, 2025. This new moon in Aries. And I'm feeling it. Are you feeling this like rebirthing portal that we're going through where we've been held? I love Tara. She's one of the Wild Sky sisters, and Tamara Wildbreath is her handle on Instagram. And I did a very similar one card pull that had a lot of the same, like that same birthing energy. And she was talking about how we're going from Pisces, which is like this very like womb energy, and then through the birth portal and into this Aries energy where, yes, we're all experiencing it collectively, and yet also we all have to experience it individually. And it's not going to be the same for each of us because we're all unique. Or that was my sort of takeaway from her dialogue about this new moon eclipse. She has some incredible offerings. Love her as an astrologer. I have had several readings. Amazing, amazing. But I'm here today to do your weekly moon soul messages. And I'm using this Ancient Stones deck, Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. She's incredible. She has so many decks, and this Rise, Sister Rise book, which I love it. I listened to it maybe a decade ago. And we are rising together. Let us rise together. All right, so I have the cards in my hands here, and I think I'm gonna pull probably 3 cards from the same deck today is what I'm feeling. It's a rainy day outside right now. Sprinkling, and then it was pouring at one point, and now it's stopped a bit. I just recorded a podcast episode with a beautiful crone, a woman who is 75. Also, she's an Aries. She's about to be 76, Lori Pappas. And that was fun. And now I'm excited to be here doing this card pull for you all who happen to tune in. I believe that these messages are not for everyone, but if you're here right now, these messages are for you. Okay. All right, so I pulled 3 cards. I'm trying out doing it in different ways. I've pulled all 3 and actually looked at all 3 this time. And the first card that I chose, so fitting, especially just getting off the phone with a crone, is the Ancestral Messages card. Connection, belonging, and asking for help. So I know that some people, when I bring up the idea of ancestors, people are like, but I don't know any of them. I didn't know these people that lived before me. I don't even know their names. Or maybe you were adopted and you don't even know their names. You don't even know who they were. But you still have them. Whether or not you know their names, they are still there. And I believe they're also still here in a sense with us. And they're here supporting us and cheering us on as I feel like we're moving into this new era, this new way of being, this way that I am calling in this new world. I am envisioning this world of love and bliss and community and connection. And this card is speaking to remember that you belong. You belong here on this earth. We are all children of this earth. We all came from the wombs of women, and you belong here. And it is so normal and natural. We all need help sometimes. And we also need to be the helpers to others sometimes. And in order to create community, we have to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes. And we also have to, I believe it's important to offer help without being asked for help. And sometimes showing up or dropping something off on someone's porch that they didn't even ask for. And that's one of the ways that we create this new world, this new way of being with each other in our human body, in this flesh, in this form, on this earth. The next card, Cycle Breaker. Yes, I mean, this is exactly where we are. We're at this portal where I feel like the old is falling away. There's this new wave of I focus on women, that we are rising, we are connecting, we're becoming more visible in the world. We're being called to speak our truth, whatever our truth is, that only we can share in our own way. I believe in sharing from our own personal experiences and the life that we've lived. I'm an experiential teacher, so that is where I teach from and share from. And we each have unique lessons and things and stories that we can share, wisdom that we can share. We all have a wise woman within. And we all have the capability of breaking cycles from our past ancestors, cycles that they couldn't break, cycles that they weren't meant to break. I believe that each generation, we're unearthing something new, we're shifting. Things are always changing. We can't expect life to look like, our life is never going to look like the life of our ancestors. Just like my daughter's life, that she just turned 5, like her growing up already looks drastically different than my growing up. There weren't screens at every restaurant, at the table, and everywhere. And my mom didn't hold a device in her hand like the one that I'm using right now to record this video. And just remember that you're going to get through it. And just like this eclipse portal, in birth, one of the hardest moments is normally just before the emergence. So labor can be short, it can be long. And yet almost every woman, when they get to this point that is termed like transition, where this first part of labor is ending and then they're moving into the pushing stage, this emergence where they're birthing the baby into the world, where they're birthing their baby into the world, that can be the hardest, like stickiest point. And they'll almost always say, I can't do this. And I've felt that so many times. I mean, even with this 100-day remembering ritual I'm doing with the podcast, I'm like, I can't do it today. I can't. But then I do it and it's done. And maybe it's not perfect, but done is better than perfect. And you will get through it. You will emerge. You will come out on the other side. And the old is falling away, the end, like in motherhood, that maidenhood. And with each baby, like we become a new mother to those next babies, to each baby. We become someone new. A cycle is ending. Remember, be patient with yourself. You will get through it. We will get through it. You are doing it. And then I feel like this is like the bliss on the other side when we break that cycle and we move forward into that next version of ourselves. Temple, the wisdom within. Quieten the external noise. Yes, yes, yes. So we look at those ancestral messages. We shift and change and break the cycles, break the patterns that we know are no longer serving us. And find your center. Find your internal, innate wisdom and knowing. You have an inner compass. And it's likely like you've had so many people all the time telling you, don't listen to your intuition. This is how it is. This is what's happening. This is what you need to do. This is what you should do. But you are the one in control of your own life. If you choose to do what everyone else is telling you, remember that you're actually making that choice. And you can choose to say no. You can choose to step away. You can choose to sit in the quiet and listen and feel into what is actually really important to me. Where do my values lie? What do I want from this life? What experiences do I want to have in this life? What sort of life, daily life, do I want to live? Like for me, one of those things was I don't want to live a life where 5 days a week my children are being cared for by paid providers and I'm not with them. And so I also didn't want to be rushing every morning, 5 days a week. Get up, get dressed, get fed, get to school, get your homework done. Like that's not the life that I'm choosing. And I also understand some people want that life for themselves and for their children, and that's the way that they thrive. And we can't, it harms us when we look to other people's lives to model our own lives after, if that's not what we want. Like if you're looking at other people, if they're living the life that you want, then sure, maybe you are going to make some changes that are more aligned with the way that they're living. But if that's not actually the life that you want to live, then why would you be copying them or modeling after them? So someone is calling. Let's ignore that. Yes. So remember that you have wisdom within. If you have an inquiry, rather than going to your phone and searching on the web or calling a friend, first take a quiet moment. Take a quiet moment and turn within. Is this really important to me? Do I value this? Is this what I want my life to look like? Is this what I want my children's life to look like? Quiet the external noise. There's always going to be people telling you what you should or shouldn't do. What do you feel like you actually want to do? What do you want to lean into? So circle back. Okay, ancestral messages, connection, belonging. Remember to ask for help. We're moving through a portal. Things are changing. Things are getting shaken up. We're at the ending of a cycle, and that also means the beginning of a new cycle. What do you feel like your soul calling is? What are you bringing to this earth? What is one of your gifts that you want to share with the world? And remember to daily, if not multiple times a day, center and find the guidance, your inner guidance from within. And of course, you can also call upon your ancestors to impress messages upon you. But remember to circle back to your center and the inner wisdom. There's always going to be noise happening around you. And as I close here, I know you've seen me with this calendar before, this planner. On this day, the March 29th, there's this poem here, and I'm gonna read it to you now. It's called The Shift, and it's by Lena Moon. Something moves on the wind now. Star patterns show us a sign. A rhythm pulses from the sun. Keeping time with the heartbeat of the earth, tidal waves and firestorms come swiftly to shake us awake. We are wizards of wonder. We employ joy as our weapon. We make love. We make music as acts of resistance. Love dance. I'm going to go to ecstatic dance on Sunday. We take what is waste, revive it with our creativity. We must look on our world with the inspiration of an artist, the love of a mother. Omens implore us, come conscious, rise up. Are you here? Are you aware? There is a shift happening. You must face it with care. I hope that you're all doing amazing. Be tender, be gentle with yourselves as you move through this portal. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you for the next moon messages in about a week. Mwah!